We are here with the Web Analyzer. Web Analyzer is the product for short-term trading. Our harmonic scanner is for long-term trades. And we have two versions. We have the IML webanalyzer.com and we have the IML cryptoanalyzer.com. Here you can log in with your details. And after you log in, you hear a nice ka-ching sound, which is the sound of the software to give you a notification when this one is open. So basically we see that the market is open, the market is moving, the cryptocurrency market is open in the weekend, the Forex market is closed in the weekend. And also the Forex market is very slow in the evenings. And what I mean with evenings is like late night. So I personally switched to trade more with cryptocurrency. Reason for this is that I have only time after midnight to do some trades. Or early in the morning when like New York is still closed, London time zone is just opening. So from that perspective, it's really good to see that the crypto market is open all night, also more active in that moment, but also in the weekend. So this is the reason that we do the Sunday crypto trading session. We are going to wait for some new signal, new advice to start. And we see here that the last one came 37 minutes ago. The trade before that 49 minutes ago, then 53 minutes ago, 54 minutes ago, and all those trades are like from before. So you see that there's constantly new trades coming in. You see my local time. My local time here is Lithuanian time, I think. Yeah, it's Lithuanian time, and the UTC time is the time that you see on the software. So here on the bottom in black, you see like a time frame, which is UTC time. Okay, just going back for 1 second to the technique that we are using. Somebody is coming to attend our session live as well. So that's really good. We are live in Vilnius office at the moment. We are here with a couple of colleagues that are just trading live together with us, and the rest of the people are on Zoom. Really cool. Everybody welcome if you are coming just in. Okay, so what I shortly want to touch is the technique for the IML analyzer. And the IML analyzer has many techniques. So if you go to the IML crypto analyzer, here on the right side there is a button. And it gives you a link. You don't see the pop-up, so I will put it here. It's imlcryptoanalyzer.com/edu education. You also have imlwebanalyzer.com/edu, and it gives you all the helpful videos for the Forex analyzer. If you go here, this is really, I will put this in the chat as well. It is a very good page to go through because there are a lot of helpful videos. How to use the positioning tool for calculating stop loss and take profits, how to use other platforms, and also the different strategies. So here on crypto in English, you see that there are 10 different strategies, and I'm going to just use one today. But also the 4 rules is a very nice one. You also see that sometimes it's English and Spanish, multi-language. So here are different strategies that you can use together with the web analyzer, also in different languages here. On the web analyzer, you see more than 22 strategies. So there is a big strategy list how to use and what to use with the web analyzer. So the technique that we are going to touch now is I'm going to open a little bit older graph to see if I can find a good example for now. I think I can. We actually have a very good one here that maybe comes up on the scanner quite fast. So what are we going to do? I will share this link as well. It's an Evernote link for me for public that you can just see this note. So step 1, what we want is that the candles are touching next or like touching or be very close to the edges of the Bollinger Band. So we are looking for multiple confirmations, and this is one that is not yet on the scanner, but I just went into it and I see it now. So here you have a very nice touching of the Bollinger Bands. The Bollinger Bands are standard here. It's Bollinger Bands 20 at the closing. So this is the first confirmation. It's touching the Bollinger Bands. Second is that you want the RSI to change to 7. So if you want to do that, you go here to RSI and you click on the settings wheel and you change the length to 7. And you can make that a default, which I already did. That's why it's constantly loading as 7. If you don't do that, then every time when you click on a new trade, you need to change it. So put it at 7, click OK. Then step 3, set your touch to 1433 and you want it to cross. So back to RSI, the curve needs to be outside of the comfort zone 32.7. Sorry that I skipped that. So you see here like a bandwidth between 30 and 70. The RSI basically means that when something is oversold or undersold, the price will change. So when you see here a undersold position, you see that the price goes up. When you see an oversold position, you basically see, let me clear this one. Oh. Sorry. Basically here we saw an undersold position and you see the price goes up. Here an oversold position, meaning that the price is too high and it will result in at least a certain time the price to go down. Here again, undersold position, so the price went up. So this is how RSI works. Here you see a short oversold position. So sometimes it's a short one, sometimes it's a long one. That's why you not only want to work with RSI, because in the long term this was an uptrend, but there was a short sell in here, which is exactly what happens here. So RSI is just one of the good reasons to trade. Why wouldn't you do this trade? Is because the trade that we just saw, let me just use a simple other color, here it's not touching the Bollinger Bands. So your first confirmation is that you want to see that the Bollinger Bands are touched. It means that it goes out of their comfort zone, even when they are really getting out of there, like here. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. When they go out of their comfort zone, they want to go back to the comfort zone. Then the second one is that you want it to be undersold or you want it to be oversold. So this is our second confirmation to go into this trade, actually. And then the last one, we said already, let's go and change our Stoch to 1433. So this is another technique, another indicator, and you can change here to 1433 and put the defaults. If you exactly want to know how those indicators and those timeframes, etc., work, it's all getting explained in the IML Academy. So go back to first, of course, basic 1, 2, 3, 4, and then technical analysis, and it will show you more. And later, the last version, market geometry, is also an amazing lesson package to watch. So IML Academy, very good to get a lot of basics to understand more. So the last one is that we changed our Stochie oscillators, and we are waiting for, and if it's crossing, we have a third confirmation. So basically our first confirmation is it is touching the Bollinger Bands. Our second confirmation is that it is oversold at this moment, meaning the price should go down, it's too much. And the last one is that we want to see a crossing on the Stochie. Sales office, we always get a lot of calls. That's all good. Okay, so what you see here in example in the past is that when it's crossing, when the lines are crossing, there is going to be a new trend. When the blue line is on top meaning an uptrend, red line on top meaning a downtrend. So here you see a cross, and then a downtrend starts all the way till here it basically doubts. And here we have the final crossing when it's also on the undersold level. So in the graph, you basically see here it was doubting, it's going down. It's going down till here. Here it's doubting again. It's like crossing, crossing, crossing. And then it makes it last final point till the cross. And this cross here makes it cross and become an uptrend. So that's basically what happens. So in Stoch, you can see which kind of trends there are. Sometimes also it's a small trend, sometimes it's a big trend. Here you see a small, here you see a crossing all the way up. But if you actually look into the graph, it is a very small trade. So basically, the undersold and oversold actions, they can be very big waves, they can be very small waves. That's why we want, I will clear everything now, but like this is why we want to see different confirmations. So one of those confirmations is happening at this moment at Ethereum dollar, and I think this can be our first trade. I think we should watch it for a second. Here you see it is touching Bollinger Bands, but the Bollinger Bands go up together with it. It is more than oversold. It's like over 90, I think. Let me check my mouse. It's almost 90, so it's definitely oversold. When something is almost 90 or under 20, here you see even 10, or in this point it was even under 1, so it's like really undersold. You will see the bigger moves. When it's a small undersold or small oversold, yeah, okay, then there will be moves as well. But when it's like on this levels, this one can drop very fast. But if we look in the past, we also see this pattern here. And that means that it can be staying on this oversold position for a while. So as this one is just a flat line, I don't call it a crossing. When I really want to see that blue line coming on top, the MACD where we see here is not something that I'm going to touch now, but it's basically a combination about trends and volumes as well. And we here see still a position that also you can wait for this crossing. If you really want 4 confirmations, meaning that you need to skip a lot of trades, but if your trades are going right, if you have all your confirmations, you probably have a very good trade as well. But this one is definitely not confirming a downtrend yet. So we are not going to use MACD for now, but it's still here, and I see it now. So I'm saying like, okay, let's wait for a second. Let's really wait for Stochi to make this crossing here. So that's what we are going to do. I sent all the links in the chat also. This is a good moment. Like, are there any questions for this moment?